Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome into another edition of the NCAA Hoops Hour. I am your host, the big man on campus, getting you ready for another night in college basketball. It is Wednesday, November 13th, 2019. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are, and you're ready to get after it on the college hoops card. We'll get to another busy card here in just a second. Thanks, everybody, for checking out the show. I appreciate it. I appreciate you joining me every day. I appreciate you continuing to grow this show. I know last year and years before, we've had a ton of people in here. I appreciate your support and hope you enjoy the show along the way. If you have any questions on anything handicapping, feel free to let me know. As far as any games, I'll try to go over as many as I can. Some of these games I'm not going to be looking at betting opportunities in. Some of them I'm just going to watch from a fan perspective, and I'll make it known which ones those are. We had a pretty decent night last night. Let's take a look at how we did. I like Michigan. I like the under there. That one came in. I took the Siena Saints. They came in. I took Duke. They came in. I took Evansville and UK over. That one missed. Northeastern missed. I liked Oregon. They hit. I like South Alabama. They hit. I like Mississippi Valley State under. That was my free play of the day. That one. And Liberty under one. So had a couple losses, but more wins for sure than losses if you're playing along at home. According to Brian DeCourcy, he was 8-2. Sounds about right. Two losses were the that Evansville over, which just missed, and then Jesus fucking Christ. What else was it? That fucking Northeastern. Everything else hit other than that. If you're out there, say hello in the chat box. Let me know where you are. Let me know what you're up to, and let me know what you like today. I also want to tell all of you about my website, BMOCwins.com. I try to plug this at least once a day because, again, my premium picks will begin on Monday the 18th coming up. So if you want to join, you want to subscribe, please join me, BMOCwins.com. You can sign up for a premium monthly service. It's very cost effective. You'll basically get a opportunity to join, and every day you'll get my picks, you'll get my analysis, why I like the game, an audio breakdown, and every week you'll get something called the weekly sit down, which is something for members only, where basically I'm going to go over something significant that I've seen in college basketball that you can make money on. All of it is going to be very info and interactive based, so if you want to join me, I'd love to have you. Join me at BMOCwins.com. It's college basketball only. All right, what did I get Mississippi Valley State at? 160.5. Didn't matter where you got it at. It went way over, so it doesn't matter. It was 91.81, so you could have got 165 and won. Didn't matter. All right, let's get into some breakdowns here. The game we're going to start with is Colgate plus 10 against Syracuse. I think for me, is this the best play on the board? No. At this late hour, no. There's a better play, and I'll give you it. But this is a game that I think as a bettor and as a basketball bettor, I think you need to interact with, and you think you need to get involved with. This seems like, to me, just a complete overreaction of, what Syracuse is and what Colgate isn't, according to line makers. Because to me, what I think Colgate is I think they're a pretty damn good basketball team, and I think at the end of the season, they're going to win the Patriot League. Now, I think a lot of people will point to and say, well, last week they played Clemson and lost by 13. That would be true. Last year, they played the same Syracuse team and lost by 21 and only put up 56 points. But this is a different Syracuse team. This is a team that's not particularly talented. This is a team that ranks 305th in the country in bench minutes. And this is a team that is not old. They're a young group. There's not a lot of veterans on this group. Now, are they going to get theirs? Sure. And is Colgate going to struggle from three? I don't know, maybe. But to me, it's too many points. Colgate is a group that has everybody back from last year. Okay. This starting five is really good. This team is experienced. They play together for a long time. They make their free throws, and they're pretty effective from field goal percentage basis. You look at Syracuse. Are they going to play a zone? Sure they are. Is the teeth of that zone really good? Not really. Can Colgate get hot? Sure they can. I mean, they have shooters all over the place on this team. I mean, Jordan Burns is going to shoot at 40%. Will Raymond's going to shoot at 40% on the season. Tucker Richardson's going to shoot at 35-40% on the season. This team can shoot. If you're going to give me double digits against Syracuse, I will bite. To me, it's just too many points. As I said, is it the best play on the board? No. But I think it's a bet you should make. Obviously, as I've said early on, you want to keep your stakes low. Don't go crazy. Kenneth N is saying sprinkle and Colgate money line. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like the whole sprinkling money line stuff. I just kind of rock with the points. Do I believe they can win? Sure. Do I want to like cut into my profit with something that has a negative EV connotation? Kind of. Jeff, I was recently referred to you by a friend. Why are you so negative towards others? Well, I'm negative to people that are negative to me or just act stupid. If you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. It's pretty simple. If you are a moron or an imbecile or stupid or lame or a troll, I'm going to be mean right back. Listen, I don't got time for bullshit. You either like me or don't. I'm not going to try to win you over. I think the real ones know that I'm just kind of a guy that speaks my mind. If you act like a dickhead, you're going to get treated like one. It's pretty simple. I kind of live my life like I do in the real world. You're a dick to me. I'm a dick to you. If you come to me and say, hey, you're a great guy, I fuck with you. I don't necessarily like you, but I fuck with your info, you're good to me. But if you come to me and act stupid, I'm going to act stupid back. It's pretty simple. Is +9 still good? I would definitely need more of like a double-digit number there. That's really kind of where I bet it. Thank you, Big Guy Sports. Big Guy Sports. Good game. All right, let's keep it moving here. Next one. Do I bet parlays ever? No, I don't. Not. I might bet parlays once or twice a year. It's not often. Thank you for watching, Ben. My guy Ben, appreciate it, buddy. Eric Nisbet, what's happening? A lot of people ask me about LSU, VCU. Not a game I'm going to be betting. This is a game that I would be watching as a fan. I love VCU. Big fan of that defense that they play. I still have the jury out on LSU. How do they come into the season with kind of a new team? Not a new team, but guys that are assuming a responsibility that they didn't necessarily have last year. That's going to be a pass for me. Same with Villanova, Ohio State. Just a pass for me. Big game. I'm going to be watching it as a fan, but it's not what I'm going to be betting on. I do have a game though later, Purdue Marquette, that I'll get to that I like. Can Villanova win tonight? Sure, they can win tonight. Will they win tonight? No, I don't think they will. This is not one of the better J teams, as far as if you ask me. So yeah, I'd probably sit two of these out. Let's get to some other games. Providence and Northwestern. I would lay it here. The numbers kind of moved up, and you're not getting the best of it. I still think anything under 10 is viable. Obviously I'd love a better number, but I think this is where books kind of strike out. I think they're kind of acting like Providence is just kind of what they've been, and they're not, and they're acting like Northwestern is what they have been, and they're not. This is not a good Northwestern team, and that's one of the reasons they lost the other night to Merrimack by double digits. They're not a good basketball team. They can't make shots. They're a young group. They don't have much to really like about them. They don't have a real capable name on this roster. This is a young team coming off a bad season. And they're playing a Providence team that I would not want to face this season. They have everything you want in a basketball team. And that's one of the reasons if I'm looking at a future, Providence would be a team I would invest in 100%. This is a Providence team that has always been very good defensively under Ed Cooley. In fact, last year they were the best defense in the Big East. That's a check. They're going to be good defensively. They've got dogged defenders. Guys are just going to get after you. The lack that they've had recently has been they have not had a guy that they can give the ball to and say, go get us a bucket. We need you right now. They have it now. Lawan Pipkins is that guy. I've seen Lawan Pipkins live. He's a terrific player. He can get into the teeth of your defense and really make it hard on you. He gets to the line. He can shoot the basketball. He's just a scorer. They've got a great group of bigs, big team as well. 70th in the country in average height. Big group. And they have so much experience. I mean, they're one of the most experienced teams in the country. I think all season Ed Cooley's going to get the best out of this team. They're not what they've been in years past. They're better. And I think Northwestern is down. This is not a team that I'd be willing to invest in. Keep in mind, this game is in Evanston, so that could be a little reason where maybe you want to think that they could hang around. But this is a game, to me, I think, where Providence will pull away. Look, am I interested above 9.5? Not particularly. This is a tough thing to do. But I still think Providence is much superior to what Northwestern is. Thanks for listening, Eric. George Young, thanks for watching. Steve Draft, thanks for watching. Providence line shot up. Yeah, you should have bet it earlier if you liked it. That's what these lines are going to do this time of year. I understand that, but not going through your Twitter feed, you make fun of people for no reason. If you care about your followers, you would stop doing that. Just a thought. Well, here's the thing. I don't really. I care about people that support me and like me and want to do business with me and enjoy me. But if you're just a troll loser, I don't care what you think. I'm willing to get rid of you and never see you again. And the way you've acted, I really couldn't care less if you like me. I mean, if you don't like me, that's your business. At the end of the day, if you act like a human being, you'll get treated like one. It's pretty simple. We all know who you are. It's pretty obvious. You know, it's funny with some of these people. Like, why not just come in and just listen to the show? I'm just breaking off great info, you know? I don't have time for this. I don't have time for these kind of people. If you're a dickhead, you're going to get treated like one. It's pretty simple. You know, just like if you were in real life and you act this way to me, you get a fucking slap. You know, so we're going to just, move on. It's pretty simple. If you act like a normal person, you'll get treated like a normal person. It's really simple. Thanks for watching, Mike. Xavier Salas, thanks for watching. Evan James, my man, thanks for watching. Demetrios, thank you. Anuj Ball, thanks for watching. Ferdinando, I'm not going out for beers with you. Well, you wouldn't because I don't drink, but I actually like you. You're a good dude. You've always been nice to me. Hey, Matt, how you doing? Let's keep it going here. Let's get into some littler schools. People like when I break those down. I like the St. Peter's Bryant game. This is an interesting game, guys. It's not going to get any sort of press or pub, but this is an interesting game. St. Peter's actually has not played this season. They have not played yet. For whatever reason, their schedule didn't have them playing until tonight, which is kind of odd. But they're going to get the season started up in Jersey City tonight. That's where St. Peter's is, Jersey City, New Jersey. Bryant's going to come in here. Bryant's actually had a nice start to the season. They've looked good. They had that really impressive game against Rutgers University where they almost won. They had a nice win the other night against Cornell. They put up 82 in that game. But I'll tell you, I'm actually kind of high on St. Peter's. I think they're a pretty interesting team coming into the season. One thing is important to mention. St. Peter's coach, Shaheen Holloway, who if you've been around the NBA or college basketball, you should know who Shaheen Holloway is. He was a star at Seton Hall. He was actually an assistant under Kevin Willard at Seton Hall. He actually was suspended for 4 games after some of that Seton Hall stuff came out. and he's actually not going to be the coach in this game. So they're going to obviously be playing without their coach here, but I expect them to be fine. We don't really have much to go off of with St. Peter's. Here's what I'll say. Last year, they were ugly to watch. They were not good offensively. They're always a pretty good defensive team, and that's kind of how they were under their old coach, John Dunna, before Holloway took over. But I think they have some real potential. I actually watched – why I was watching this, I don't know, but they have two brothers on their team, the Drame brothers, St. Peter's. And this is something to keep in mind as the season goes on. They have these two brothers from Mali. Mali is in Africa. It's a small country in Africa, and these kids are pogo sticks, like pogo stick defenders that are going to they just look. They're long kids. They kind of look like Thon Maker a little bit, the way they play. They're just pogo stick, wildly good athletes, and with the long arms that they have, they are such good defenders. Like, I watched them this year in, I want to say it was it was like an under-19 game. They were playing the Senegal. I saw it on Twitter, and it was pretty impressive, like, how they defended. Add in the fact that Nasir Bostic, he played at Penn State. He's at St. Peter's as well. That's going to be a tough group to get past defensively. They can guard all positions. They have some real big-time bigs. They've done a nice job, St. Peter's, at recruiting into Africa. They brought in these kids from Mali over, the brothers. Major Majak, who he's an African player as well. He's a behemoth down low, 7'1". This is going to be a really interesting defensive team. I think the question is going to be with them, can they score enough? But if you're kind of involved in like the smaller conference college basketball, this is an interesting team because they have been so poor offensively. The question is, can they take the next step offensively and they continue their defensive efforts, which they will. I think Bryant's better on defense, and I think with kind of this is the first game. I think there's gonna be some rust kind of coming off. St. Peter's has no experience with this new 3-point line. I think it's going to signify low scoring, kind of figuring each other out. This number's up to 138. I think a bit too high here. I'd have put it more towards the mid 30s, 134, 135. I think you got a little value here on this line at 138. I think it's a bit too high. This should be what I would think a tough game to watch. And I'm going to be looking forward to seeing if I can catch this game. I want to see these two defenders defend, these brothers. They are on tape terrific. So, that's what you're going to get on this show. You're going to get me like clamoring about two brothers from Mali that play on St. Peter's team. So there you go. I'm too excited about it. Big man has grown on me. He always speaks his mind. If you don't like it, why would you listen to him? Well, true. I actually like the people that don't like me that listen too. So they kind of help. So thank you, Dark Kent. I'm glad you see the light of day. Ferdinando's here for the expertise. Okay, well, I guess you're just going to be a guy that just doesn't like me, which is weird because I feel like we've talked before, and you seem like a pretty cool guy. But hey, that's fine. If you just want to listen for advice, that's fine. Thanks for watching, Naeem. Naeem's gone to the Morgan State St. Francis game tonight. Naeem's a good Baltimore guy, man. I fuck with Baltimore heavy. Listen, Naeem, let's link up this season. Let's go to a game. We'll go to Coppin or Morgan, wherever. Maybe we'll go to that game, Coppin, Morgan. Let's link up and do that, man. I've been meaning to meet you for some time. I'll make a ride down to the Charm City, and we'll get some pit beef, and we'll fucking go to the game. I fuck with the MEAC, so let's make that happen. Good Baltimore guy. Should you ride with them tonight? I wouldn't necessarily ride with Morgan tonight. I actually like St. Francis of PA. Keith Braxton is a really good player. He should be able to do enough here. Should be a close game though. I mean, I don't think St. Francis is like superior or anything, but I'll give the edge to the away team here. I think they're just kind of better. So Yeah, I wouldn't be taking the home team there. Brigham Young, Southern Utah. Yeah, I had a thought on this game. I considered maybe an over here, but I've been kind of interested in what Southern Utah has done. It seems like they maybe have taken a step forward defensively. Brigham Young still kind of figuring things out. I kind of ended up passing on this game. I'm not going to get involved here. Thank you for watching, Jesse. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yeah, no, I remember seeing those guys, and I ended up, kind of putting it together there. I listened to this guy because he has great points on games. Wish he would just watch what he says to people. Get to the plays, please. You know what, Tyler? You know what? Fuck you. I'll do what I want. This is my show. How about you leave and fuck off, okay? How do you like that? How do you like those words, pal? You like that? That's what I think of you. Now, everybody, do what you will with this shithead. You don't tell me what to do on my show. I do what I want on my show. Okay? Now go away, run home to mommy, have some dinner, get you ready for school tomorrow. Bye-bye. Go away. Thanks for watching, Devo. Matt Lawrence, thanks for watching. How was the loss last night against the Lakers? Yeah, oh yeah, Tyler Johnson. Yeah, do you play for the Suns? Is that you? All right, let's keep it moving. Let me get to my favorite play tonight. We hit last night with Mississippi Valley over. Let's go with Texas Tech tonight, minus 24.5. I said to Donnie earlier, this line seems too low to me. I don't know why this line's only 23.5. I'd have put it significantly higher, 25, 26, 27. The fact that you're getting under 25, I think is a bargain here. This is a Texas Tech team that's had no trouble in the first two games putting away opponents. They put away a team in Eastern Illinois that's better than Houston Baptist. They put away in Bethune-Cookman, who's better than Houston Baptist. This is a game. It is a neutral site game. It's in Midland, which is not far from Lubbock, actually. If you know anything about geography, these two teams are in the Permian Basin, as far as I know, out in western Texas. So, it's kind of one of those neutral site games, but it's more of a home game. If you're a Texas Tech fan, you're going to go to this game. I mean, it's not like you're gonna not be there. If you know anything about West Texas, it's obviously close to like the New Mexico border, where it's kind of God's country out there. In Midland, it's really just down I-27 there. So. Or 87, whatever it is. I know I looked this up. I wanted to see how far it was. So, this should be a good crowd tonight. As far as Houston, this is a long trip. I mean, you got to go across the Texas Hill Country to get to Midland. The atmosphere will probably be very Lubbock-based, I'd imagine. And again, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that maybe 100 people that are Houston Baptist fans are in it for this game. This is going to be a home game for Texas Tech, but that's not really my concern here. I don't care who's there, who's not there. I just know that Texas Tech is a unbelievable defensive team. You look at that game against Bethune-Cookman. I mean, Bethune-Cookman shot 35% from two, 17.5% from three. They were just buckled down. I mean, this Texas Tech team is impressive. I mean, they're just going to continue to get better and better and better. You look at the team they're playing tonight, Houston Baptist. They're coming off a horrific game, a game that they lost by 14 in, a game that they gave up 95 points to Oral Roberts University. Just a horrific loss. I mean, that's awful defensive play. Houston Baptist is a really fast team. That's kind of what they want to do. They want to get up and run. They want to get up and go. And that's just not going to happen against Texas Tech. I mean, it's just not. I mean, you look at last year. This is how amazing Texas Tech was. You look at similar types of teams. Incarnate Word, a team that likes to go quick. Texas Tech won by 40. Yeah, you look at a team like USC, won by 16. Southeast Louisiana, won by 19. This is Northwestern State, beat them by 35. Rio Grande Valley, beat them by 30. To me, they should roll in this game. I'd expect them to win by 30, to be honest. This number seemed a bit low to me. This is one that I would bet tonight. All right, let me go through some comments here. I want to thank all of you for watching. We have so many people in here. All right. This isn't a democracy, says Ferdinando. Yeah, kind of. Not really, but kind of. Thanks for watching, Justin. Appreciate when you join us. Thanks for watching, John. He's never posted in the chat. Thanks for watching, John. Russ, Alex, Ralph, Larry, Arthur Mead. I know Arthur's been in here for a while. Mike Butler, he's been in here for a while. Do I like the under in this Texas Tech game? Yeah, I think anytime Texas Tech plays, I like the under. But I'll tell you, Houston Baptist is bad on defense, and they're going to be bad all season. Thanks for watching, Jocelyn Brown. Appreciate that. Glad you enjoyed my points there. I didn't like much in the game, Reggie. I'm passing on that game. I'm just going to watch it as a fan. Do I like any totals tonight? Yeah, I'll kind of go through it. I'll tell you if I like anything. Do you remember the guy Bill that used to call Blackjack Fletcher and you? Yeah, sure I do. He was a weird guy from like Long Island. Yeah, I remember that guy. Sure. Thanks, Perfect Rotation. Appreciate that. Perfect Rotation throwing us a donation. Thank you, pal. You're very nice. Very nice of you to do that. Thanks for watching, Foost, Juan, Muhammad, Alex, Eric, Mike. What's up, Mike? Sandy, how you doing? Thanks for watching, Colin. Michael, did he touch Louisville yet? No, but if I had to, I would lay it. I'm early in the season, I'm kind of one to lay these kind of numbers. Indiana State's not terrible. I mean, Barnes and Key are pretty good players, but I don't know. This isn't one that I really ran to bet on. I think they're better options. I don't really know what to make of Indiana State. They actually played pretty well in game one against Dayton. So this is one I'd kind of take the night off in. Louisville should do what they want offensively, but this one could come right down to the number. It's not, I don't look at Indiana State as a team that I would be rushing to bet against. They're not Chicago State or Houston Baptist. Purdue and Marquette. I have questions on this game, and I'm going to tell you why. If I'm going to play a marquee game tonight, I would play this one. I'm actually really excited for this game because I have two questions. Can Marquette take the next step defensively? Because I think at times last year and in years past, that's kind of been a bugaboo for them, is getting significant stops defensively. And, they're going to be tested tonight. I guess the question I have, though, is can Purdue make the leap now that Carson Edwards is gone? And they did it in game one, but against Texas, a quality opponent, they struggled at the opportune time you need to score in. They weren't able to score. Jod Proctor and Hunter were the only ones that really did much. Nojel Eastern struggled. Wheeler struggled. Harm struggled. Trevion Williams struggled. Ethan Boudreaux struggled. They kind of failed, to be real honest with you. Purdue is struggling through two games from three. They're allowing opponents to shoot 39% from three, which is not a real good tonic tonight. Marquette is a team that can score. They can put points on the board. They have one of the best scorers in the country. Marquette has a decided advantage at home. They were terrific at that building last year. I have more questions about Purdue than I have about Marquette. I think they win this game tonight. I'll gladly take the best player in the court at home. I think they are worth a look tonight as well. Sandy Bailey's not doing too good after last night. Yeah, Sandy's a big Kentucky fan. I listen. I feel bad for you, but look, you just got beat by a coach that was just on fire last night. Walter did a great job there. They were terrific defensively. They were terrific, really, just from a leadership perspective. I mean, they didn't really play that well. I mean, they didn't shoot the ball well at all. They were out of their game plan. And nothing about this game they should have won, but they had belief, and sometimes belief you need as a team like that. And the fact that Kentucky just couldn't make anything, but it's one of those nights. The great thing about the regular season for Kentucky is as long as they don't have a losing record, like the season, it means nothing. Like Kentucky will be there when it matters most, and a game that you lose to Evansville really means nothing. All it means is that we get to know who Walter McCarty is and his team. Look, John obviously was disappointed, and I'm sure they were as well, but it's a young team with a lot of moving parts that you really have to kind of figure out. They were off a big win in MSG game 1. You played a team that's really experienced, that can defend the fuck out of the basketball, and you just didn't shoot well in. I don't think it's that bad a loss. If you know anything about college basketball, I don't think it's that bad a loss. It's not good, but it doesn't really mean a whole hell of a lot. If Kentucky, it's the second game of the season. It's not like they lost to High Point or like, Eastern Kentucky or North Dakota. I mean, Evansville is the name. They're from a good conference with a coach that can recruit the fuck out of things. You've got good talent on that team. So I don't think it's as bad as people think. So I'm trying to like warm the waters for you there, Kentucky fans. Don't jump off the ledge. Thanks for watching Shoots. All right. Thanks for watching, Tom. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, I'm trying to give you something different that most people don't have. Thanks for watching, Scott. Reggie Clark, Wake, and NC Asheville. Don't bet on that game. Wake's a dead dog, man. No good. Not a good team. I'll leave on my own. Just remember, people will get to know the real you. Acting like a D-bag won't help your following. I beg to differ. I mean, I've acted the same way for 10 years, and people either love it or don't like it. So, believe me, I will just do my own thing. Okay, Tyler? All right. Any injury updates on Seton Hall's Miles Powell? I haven't heard anything. I don't know what his injury update is. I haven't heard anything. Would you sing a song? I'm not going to sing a song. I've done enough singing today, so no, I'm good. I'm good on that. Let's do a couple more here, and then we'll wrap up the show. What are we going to go here? How about St. Louis? I mean, I guess for like if you're St. Louis, looking at St. Louis, like I guess my question is like, why? Like, what about St. Louis makes you want to bet them? I mean, I'm going off of what they've done in years past. I mean, it's not real good. Should they beat Eastern Washington tonight? Yeah. I mean, I don't think Eastern Washington's very good. So, but I will say this. I like Kim Aiken a lot for Eastern Washington. It's also a long trip for EWU. I mean, going from Washington to St. Louis ain't easy. I don't know. I think St. Louis is kind of overachieved, to be honest, first couple of games here. This guy's just like giving his address out on the chat. What's that all about? Why are you giving your address, cuz? Thanks for watching, Greg. Yeah, I wouldn't be betting them long term there, Mars. But hey, do what you got to do, bro. You will sign up for premium services if I sing. You guys are really going to make me sing, huh? You can find my website at bmocwins.com. All the prices are listed under subscribe. Do you guys really want me to sing? Because last time I sang, people left. I guess people didn't like my voice. So yeah, I guess for me tonight, my favorite play on the board is going to be Texas Tech University minus 24.5. I like Colgate. I like that St. Peter's Bryant under 138. And I like the Marquette Golden Eagles. I bet them on the money line. Don't want to worry about that 1 point. Let's do a couple more here. Just kind of random thoughts here. Wyoming can't score right now, and Fullerton has lost literally their entire team from last year. 125 is low, but I mean, Wyoming has been laughable on offense. I mean, they have been horrific. What else do we have here? Monmouth, Kansas State. Kansas State won't get a ton of my money this year. I don't really know what I'm going to get from that group. Monmouth, I like King Rice. I like him as a coach. You know, Ray Salnav's a pretty good player. Deion Hammond, Louis Polari, Mustafa Traore. I don't know. I think maybe they could hang around, but not a game I really have a big feel on. Drexel Rutgers. I think Drexel's kind of a sneaky dog team to start the season. James Butler I like a lot. Good rebounder for them. Bakersfield, Northern Iowa. Watch out for Rod Barnes' team. Bakersfield's a good team. Bakersfield's a really good team. They have a kid, DeMonte Buckingham, a good player. He was at Richmond. He transferred out to Rod Barnes there. Rod Barnes is a really good coach. Good coach in the WAC. Ohio, Iona. I mean, anytime Iona plays, I think you have to look over the number. They just play with great guards, and they love to push the pace. You got a total in the 140s with Iona. I mean, that's kind of interesting. It's actually really interesting. You know, first game they were kind of tough to watch offensively, but I feel like they get going tonight. E.J. Crawford, Tayshaun Agee, Asante Gist, Isaiah Washington. I think they get going tonight against an Ohio team that I think should get going as well. You got some guys there, Preston and Dardis. I think that could be kind of a decently high-scoring game. You're always going to get the pace with Iona. The problem with Ohio is they don't go particularly fast. So I don't know. Just kind of spitballing here. All right, Yergs, take it easy. All right, that's it for games. Let's go through a couple comments here. Thanks for watching, Pedro. Pedro's from Brazil and went to Georgia Southern, and he ended up watching basketball. How about that? I'm glad you liked the show, man. Appreciate you watching. Would I bet Bryant 2.5? No, I have no opinion on the side there. I think it's a low-scoring game. Can San Diego State cover tonight? They can. Will they? I think at some point you're going to get Grand Canyon to do something. People are saying to sing. I see Tyler Johnson still in here. Tyler, I thought you were leaving. Why are you still here? Oh, yeah, because you listen to every word I say. That's why you're still here. You can't leave me. You guys hate me but are obsessed with me. You guys notice that Tyler's still here? He's still watching the show. Even though like 5 or 10 times he said he was leaving. Still here, though. That's good. We want him to keep watching. We want the detractors to keep watching. How many plays will the service provide? Yeah, that's not a question I like to answer. You get at least 6 a week. Put it that way. There's probably going to be 2 or 3 on Saturday and 1 or 2 a night. Some nights we might not have any. I don't really handicap like that. I bet when I see value on a card. I can't really offer that. I will give you the thought, though, that you'll get at least 6 plays a week. Put it that way. Whether it's 6 or more than 6, I don't know. But I'm going to try as best I can to give you 6 plays a week. Now, again, some nights I'm not going to bet games. I'm not betting just to bet. I'm in this to make money. I'm in this to help people. I'm in this to show people that you can make money betting small. College basketball is a year-long thing. It's not a week. It's not a month. That's why everyone last year when I went 0-9, was it a kick in the fucking ass? Yeah. But it's a long-term thing. People have bad weeks. People have bad years. People have bad seasons. But you've got to stay the course. Thank you, Mars. Appreciate that. Greg Houlihan, thanks, man. How do you decide what plays go to the basic subscription? They're just gonna be plays that I would give to the premium customers. You're not getting much with basic. I really just have it for people that, maybe just want to see how the picks go, or they want a shot for a couple picks or something. It's not something that I expect a lot of people to buy. Because you're just not getting much. I just wanted to offer something to people that maybe just want to try it out or something. But it's really very. It's for like a small bettor or like someone that just wants to give it a try or something. But I feel like this is what the show is for, so you really don't need it. So just my advice. Will Louisville take care of business? Yeah, I already talked about that one. I don't I don't have I wouldn't bet against them. Do I want to bet on them? No. Do you have a tip to start betting on sports in general? Yeah, I think you have to just simplify things, find and start with one sport and try to master it. Don't just try to jump in. You be okay with limited action. You don't have to bet every game. You don't have to bet on everything. I don't know. Maybe I'll do a betting theory thing someday. Who would I say is a more complete player, Jahad Proctor or Marcus Howard? More complete player? I don't know. Howard's really just a scorer. I don't really love anything outside of his game. But I don't know. I mean, I'd rather take Howard on my team for sure. Big man, will you keep a record or track? Yes. Which is, again, not really important to anyone that doesn't buy the picks. So if you don't buy, I don't really see what your need to know what my record is. But yeah, sure, of course. Thanks for watching, Jeff. Do I have any thoughts on Illinois, Chicago? No. I have nothing on Illinois, Chicago. They've been disappointing. That was a pathetic performance the other night against Memphis. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate that, bro. There is no one in this sports betting business that does what I do. Nobody. Nobody. They all have ulterior motives. They're all trying to sell you picks. If you want to buy my picks, I'd welcome to have you. It's really just for me because I do a lot of work and I feel like I should get paid for it. But all these shows, this basketball show I do right now, the NBA show, the Right Side of Campus, the Saturday college football show, all the bowl previews I'm going to do, the NFL show I do on Sundays, any other show I do, it's all for you. I don't get anything out of it. I'm not getting rich doing this. And to be honest, right now, I'm not, I don't get paid to do content right now. Very little. I'm just trying to build something. I'm trying to do something on my own. I've always kind of been with people or doing something, with others. So, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to, this show at 6:30, the NBA show, like, it's just caught on. Like, I'm not doing it to I do it because people like it. They like info. Big man would love to collab sometime. Yeah, I'm happy to be a guest sometime, man. I have to judge my time wisely because I have a lot going on with what I'm doing. Thanks for watching, Jose. Am I a fan of Barstool? Of Of course I am. Of course I'm a fan of Barstool. I respect Dave, Big Cat. I respect all those guys considerably. I love Dave Portnoy. He's an inspiration to me. So is Big Cat. They're people, especially Big Cat, I consider a friend. I talk with him weekly, probably. He's a great guy. He really went to bat for me with Barstool. I've known a lot of people know this. I interviewed with Barstool. They offered me a job. It was probably stupid, but I didn't take it. I guess right now I just believe in what I'm doing, and I wanted to be my own boss. So I said no to it. And every day I wake up, I regret it, to be honest. I wish I could work with those guys. I think it would be awesome. I just think for right now with what I'm doing, I just want to do it on my own. I don't know if the door will ever be closed with them, though. And I hope they always respect me for what I do and what I am. And I hope someday, we could work together on something. But yeah, I support their content. I watch it every day. I think the world of those guys. Thank you, DG. You're going to be on NBC when sports betting gets big. I don't think I'll ever be on NBC, bro. I'm too direct. Plus, I don't know if I could. I like to swear and have fun and fuck around and shit. So I can't tell people to go fuck themselves on NBC. I'm good cap wise, man. I wish you the best, bro. I'm just trying to focus on what I'm doing. Twitter's good. I like Twitter. I'm good with that. I have an Instagram. I'm trying to get it going, but everyone that follows me on Instagram follows me on Twitter. So it's not really I don't really have to have it, but I'm trying to get going. Do I like St. Peter's as a side in the game? No. I just like the total, to be honest. Okay, my favorite play tonight is Texas Tech. Let's cash that in. We'll try to have some fun tonight with these games. A couple leans. I like Marquette to win. I like St. Peter's Bryant under 138. I like Colgate, and I kind of like Providence. Thanks for having a great show, guys. I have the hiccups. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all your time. Let's have a great night, and I'll be on at 6:30. Make sure you join me for the NBA plays of the day. Last night we hit with the Lakers. I've already gave out a game today in the Orlando Magic. I got a pick 'em minus 115, basically the money line. It's now moved considerably. I was on it before Joel Embiid was ruled out because I have info that I knew he'd be out, and it worked. So sometimes those work well. We'll get on to some other games tonight, and we'll get after it. Big man, have you ever hit 10 bets in a row? I don't know if I've hit 10 bets in a row. Maybe close, but I don't really look at it like that. I just bet what I like, and if it comes in, it comes in. I've probably hit like 5 or 6 horses in a row. I've lost 9 games in a row. I've done that before. Bettors always remember when you lose. You don't remember when you win. So, thanks, guys, for watching. Have a great night. Bye-bye.